Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity to contribute to this matter. And Honorable Speaker, my attention is drawn to one of the items in this report, which has to do with the consideration of the report of the Auditor General on the financial statements for the Coffee Cherry Advance Revolving Fund. Honorable Speaker, I am a member of Parliament who happens to come from a coffee growing zone. And apart from coming from a zone that grows coffee, I am also a farmer. I have several stems of coffee. And when I hear this issue of the Coffee Cherry Advance Revolving Fund being discussed, I wonder who benefits from this fund, because farmers from my constituency are yet to benefit from this fund. And Honorable Speaker, every other time we get these farmers get promised that they will get money. Every other day we keep reminding them that better days are underway. And the reason as to why this fund came to being was to help them so that they can go back to their farms and make their farms better, because we had gone to a point where several factories within our constituencies were closed down because of the low prices of coffee, and farmers abandoning the coffee farming and engaging into other crops that they felt were profitable, like mogoka and vegetables. So, Honorable Speaker, as I support this report, I would wish to ask the government of Kenya and also the Ministry of Cooperatives, led by one Honorable Simon Chelugui, to ensure that the farmers of coffee farmers in Kenya, coffee farmers in Embu County, coffee farmers in the constituency of Runyenjes get the support, because this fund was supposed to be, first of all, affordable, sustainable, and accessible. So it is not accessible at all to the farmers of Runyenjes, and I beg that these farmers be assisted. Just recently, the President was on a tour of Mt.Kenya, and one of the things that he really emphasized on was that he would like...
The Honorable Gogo, you are completely out of order. And you know you are in your third term. Second term? Second term is long enough. So make a decision on the side of the L where you want to be.
Thank you.
You may proceed, Honorable Mushangi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I was saying that a few days ago, the President was on a tour of Mt.Kenya, and one of the things that he really emphasized on was the issue of increment in the volume of coffee that is being grown. Currently, we are doing around 40,000 metric tons, and he desires that we do more than that. We can get to up to around 80 or even 100,000 metric tons of coffee. And this cannot be possible, Honorable Speaker, if our farmers are not going to be given, to be supported through this fund, so that they can go back to the farms, get that fertilizer, get other farm inputs, and bring back coffee farming into how it is supposed to be. And apart from that, Honorable Speaker, my attention is drawn to what is happening in the coffee sector. For instance, 2 days ago in my constituency, Honorable Speaker, farmers who had brought together their coffee to a factory called the Mutiki in Kigaa sub-location of Runyenjes constituency, woke up to the bad news, to the sad news that their coffee was stolen. And this is not the first time it is happening. It had happened a couple of weeks ago at a place called Gasongo. It had also happened at a place called Kanjuhu. Yeah? it also happened at a place called Kaningo. All of those places, Honorable Speaker, I can see you are smiling because you have not heard of such places before, but all that was happening in my constituency. So farmers have been losing coffee to theft, and I heard recently the officers commanding police stations, the OCPD and the OCS, being instructed to instruct police officers, or rather to allocate police officers to go and guard coffee in those particular factories. And you know, one of the responsibilities of the police in this country is to protect our lives and our properties. And Honorable Speaker, the coffee that I'm talking about is a property of our people, and so it should be guarded. And so, Honorable Speaker, as I support this motion, I would ask that our coffee farmers be protected, because initially it was exploitation. Now it is theft. This is too much that is happening to our coffee farmers. They need help, and let the government of Kenya, let those people who are charged with protecting our people and their property do so, because that is what they are mandated to do by the Constitution of Kenya. Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I support.
Member for Runyenjes. Honorable members, on my left, I only have one interest, from the Honorable Millie Odhiambo, member for Suba North.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. Madam Speaker, I actually thought I would be way down the line because I've just come in, but I do thank you anyway that members have either already spoken or don't have a lot of interest. But I want to thank the committee for bringing this report, and I want to thank my sister, Honorable Fatuma Full Network, for doing a good job, especially as a new member.